Hi guys. Today I want to make earrings out of feathers. For that I would like to have them a little bit straighter. They don't have to be completely straight. You can make them completely straight if you want to, but I still want to have that like natural look and not so synthetic. So, because these are real feathers. First, what you do is you get an iron, put it on the lowest one you got. Sometimes you can just see cotton, then just use that. And what you do is you gently go over that about 2 times or 3 times, carefully, and then you turn it around. And you just kind of bend it upwards with your fingers, and then you do the other side. And carefully, that it's not too hot and that you don't burn your feather. And look at that. Looks a lot better. That's exactly how I want it. Not too much, not too little. So, next part. What we're going to do first is get 6/0 seed beads. These are Miyuki. To put them over there. And get those feathers down a little bit. I'm going to get a little bit of thread. Wax that, of course. And I'm going to carefully make a loop pretty much in the middle. I'm basically tying a knot, and I'm going to try and keep that a little bit in the middle as I bring that knot down. I don't want a knot in my thread, but I do want that knot to be down a little bit more, like that. Got that around my finger, and I'm going to put that on top of the 6/0 white bead. And now I'm going to wrap both threads around, one forwards and one backwards. And I want that knot to be thick enough to, I want this part to be thick enough, so I've got to do it little by little, to kind of hold that 8/0 bead there in place. So it's got to get that all in the right spot, you just got to use your right hand. Well, me anyway. So I want to see if that's thick enough. Yep, that's thick enough, so I'm going to pull this one down carefully. After that, I'm going to tie that double knot on top. To hold that in place. And we're going to check if that is indeed enough thread there to hold that bead in its place. Now, my ends are not the same size, but that's okay. If I have to wrap more, I can pick the longest thread. So, pulling on my both threads. Putting that on top of there. And that works just fine. So that's in place. There. Now on top of that, now I can cut these off because I don't need 2 different sizes anymore. Put my blue bead on top of there. I'm going to take that down a little bit because that's going to, we have to put a little loop on top of there. And I'm going to put another 6/0 on there. And then I'm going to pick up one of the, and then on both threads we need 2 15/0s because the 15/0 is going to disappear in the 6/0, the first one. And you're not going to be able to see it, but I do want to see that little silver seed bead on the top. So far everything is done with fingers, and if you have this on top of here and that on top of there, then you will see that the first 15/0 will disappear in the 6/0 seed bead. So I'm going to pull that back out again. That's okay. It's going to stick in that 15/0 seed bead. Now, we need 5 seed beads, 15/0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we need to go back into 2 seed beads right here. 15/0, the 6/0, and the blue one, like that. Don't pull it too tight. Get your other thread. Put that on the needle. And also go through these 5 seed beads. Now I like it when I do it 3 times, but right now that's not possible. So we're going back in the 2 seed beads above the 6/0 white, going into the 6/0 and into the blue one. And here is where I carefully put my bead on top of there, and I'm going to pull my threads holding on to my loop. Might have to do them one by one. Okay. Now we're going to go around between the blue and the white one. One way, the other one goes the other way. And then we're going to tie a double knot. Put that thread back on the needle. And then you just push back carefully though, so you don't push that bottom bead off your thread, your feather. Carefully push that up one. And you push that up also. Don't touch that bottom bead so you don't slide that down. Doesn't matter where it comes out as long as it comes out somewhere. And then you just cut them off. And You put your ear hook on there. And you put your ear hook on there. And you gotta go check. This is the back, and that's the back of the feather. So make sure that you got that also on the back. Close that up. And then if it turns out, holy Lord, there's a big difference in size. You can just sell them as like single pieces. Or maybe you can just get another feather and see if that's more the size of the other one. But I think single feathers is also very possible. So they're both nice feathers anyway. And if you don't like the way it looks after it got ironed, then you just water it again and you blow dry it again, and then you should be just fine. If you want to keep these straight, you'll have to put them in a book overnight, and then they should be okay. If you say, well, that difference is a little bit too much, you can of course find another feather that would be maybe a little bit more size fitting with this one, or you can just sell them as single earrings. I know a lot of people buy these and then just wear them single, so you know, whatever is your desire. I think I'm going to make another one for this just because I want a nice picture for the beginning of the tutorial. Okay, well guys, I hope you like this. I'll be getting on with the peyote in the next video, I promise. Bye!